Rashad, why you didn't
Anyways,
hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, 2013. I said 2014. So a year before. And man, really special talent, bro. Could make beats and then rap over them, but like his auto-tune voice, the way he did auto-tune was such a special and unique way. Felt like he was kind of doing everything on his own, like it was self-recorded, or I don't know, it was something, and it was just out the country in South Carolina. He really got after it and built himself into a household name as an independent artist. Like everything Speaker Knockerz did was just like remarkable and kind of over the top. The Tony story or the stories that he used to do, the trilogy and everything like that. His storytelling ability, that's something that people say is a lost art in hip hop today and things of that sort. And Speaker Knockerz had it, bro, at the age of 17, 18, 19 years old, telling the story in vivid detail. That is one of the kind of essential elements of hip hop. And he was good at that. And he was good at beat making. He was good at soul chops and all of the things, bro. And he was good on the keys as well. Shout out to Zaytoven. He really reminded me of like Zaytoven influence and everything like that, being in the South Carolina, be exact. I didn't really like Speaker Knockerz music when he was alive and things of that sort, like the flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Yeah. I thought it was catchy, but I didn't really necessarily like it. And then some way, somehow, I gave his music another shot, maybe when he passed. And that's when I really loved it. And I felt bad a little bit that I didn't appreciate his music. And, because it was one of those things where it was like when I was younger, I don't know if you guys go through this or had this stage, but it was like, it was a certain type of hip hop that was more simplified and things of that sort, like catchy and auto tune and everything. And I was like, that's not the real stuff. I like the real stuff. I like the as a lyrical, miracle, spiritual, put you in a book. But like I thought that was like the only real hip hop. Like real hip hop just sounded one particular way, and I had to really like be open to it. And that was anti-blackness, which I learned like later on in life. But I've grown to really, really appreciate Speaker Knockerz art and everything like that. Like I said, like right after he passed. So the whole 2014, he was like probably my most played artist and things of that sort, outside of like Gambino at the time. So rest in peace to Speaker Knockerz. Happy birthday. Happy 31st birthday. But I remember there's this I think it's the Money video where he's out in like Milwaukee or something, or some random town. And the video begins of him in a robe at the hotel, like spreading jelly on a biscuit and stuff like that. And he has like this breakfast spread and he's like, this is all room service. Yeah, I got all this shit, getting money. And then he showed the cash that he had and stuff like that. It's just like cool, dude. You can tell he really, like he said, got it from nothing. And Lonely was like one of the perfect last few singles. Like Lonely is definitely a hip-hop anthem and things of that sort. I had to make a couple bands by my lonely. I think the song that I really like was Pull Up. What you trying to do? I'm doing this and I don't get to about you. The name of the song is Count Up. I just hit a jug off my iPhone. Skirt. I just it when I walk home. Skirt. Like I just like the little skirt thing that he did. It was like so aggressive and stuff like that. And then Anybody is probably my favorite Speaker Knockerz song. Girl, I gotta wipe my bang. Son, not just anybody. So tell me that somebody. Shout out to Aaliyah. Rest in peace to Aaliyah as well. Shouts out to Drake for using that in Bedrock. But yeah, like I really like Speaker Knockerz flip on that. And then Erica Kane. I think that was his first. I think they released that when he passed. After he passed, like it was the first posthumous single and stuff like that. Erica Kane, yeah, it's been the kind of catching. If you are not, but you finally get witness. If you are not, Money. Every day I think about the money. That was one of my favorite songs forever. And I think like I noticed this because I was like doing like mixes and stuff like that in college at the time. If I'm not mistaken, that beat is just a sped up sample of a Finally Rich from Chief Keef. And the fact that he kept it on the topic of money, I thought that was dope and like cool as well. The mid 2010s just had some dope stuff, bro. Like it was just a cool era. just like this era is a cool era, you know, and people gonna look back on. They might not be able to appreciate it now, but I think people in a few years will be like, dang, remember when we had so and so and we had pockets for everybody. If you like JPEG Mafia, if you like so and so, you got them. You know, it's gonna be the same thing in a few years. But yeah, really cool time. I liked his ear, his samples, its ability, like I said, to play the keys. I'm trying to think of anything else, any other like song that like really stands out. Because like I said, he was like a large part of what I was listening to in 2014. Shout out to his brother. He starred as him in a music video, in one of his music videos after he passed and things of that sort. I hope the family's doing well and holding up. And then y'all know bands. Bounce that, bounce that, bounce that. I'm a man. No, that's not even the song. The song is Freak. But the fact that that's still like a party anthem, you know what I'm saying? 11 years after the fact that he's off this earth. He's been 12 years off the earth. And that song is still played. It's huge for speaking Knockers. I'ma throw this cash here, and then it's not a bag here, but a bag here. I'ma throw this money like a free throw. You just keep on dancing like a hey, bouncer, bouncer, bouncer. Shouts out to Speaker Knockers, bro. He was special. I ain't gonna lie to you, he was special, bro. And yeah, that's all I want to say. Like, I remember a girl from South Carolina one time. She was like, "Yeah, he had like so many girlfriends at the same time, and they were all sad and mourning on social media." Shouts out to Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie had about 3, 4 of them talking about I love you, Quan. I said, dang, oh, Rich Homie. Rich Homie, baby. Rich Homie, baby. That was another one in 2014. Man, boy, that I will never stop going in from DJ Drama. That Rich Homie, baby. Rich Homie, baby. 1999. Reloaded. That's my favorite Rich Homie Quan song. I'm going all over the place. But rest in peace to Speaking Knockerz. Happy birthday. Prayers up to your family. I hope they're all doing good. And prayers up to the community in South Carolina that's still mourning his loss. Man, for him to be in a car, you know what I'm saying, in a garage found at 19 years old is insane. Be careful of your health. You know, be careful of your drug intake, smoking, lean, all the things, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you protecting your body and treat your body as a temple it is. Me personally, I need to get a physical. I haven't gotten a physical in a couple years now, so I definitely need to get a physical, a checkup, and things of that sort. But yeah, man, y'all just make sure y'all do that stuff, man. It's so important. Black men, you have to take care of our health. Shouts out to Sauce Walker with the lean soda and things of that sort. Rest in peace to Fredo Santana. Fredo Santana said that he was sipping lean because he had PTSD from living in the hood. That's why he was sipping lean so much, to get high, to get away from that PTSD and that survivor's remorse and things of that sort, right? So those are the things set up by the system to keep Black people oppressed. See, here's another thing, right? I'm gonna give it to you like this. At my old job, I worked at Black Media, right? We had, you know what I'm saying, advertising and partnerships. Well, I wouldn't say partnerships, but we had advertising. McDonald's bought a lot of advertising with us. And so we advertised, you know, we had a lot of McDonald's ads and things of that sort, right? So watching Club 520 yesterday. Club 520, in the middle of the first segment, Jeff T said, before you do that, read this. And he said, oh yeah, we got to pay the bills. McDonald's. And then they asked who was each other's favorite McDonald's meal and order and stuff like that. You notice McDonald's is really advertising and targeting Black audiences. Now, why is that? Why is that? Because Black people are on average earn less than their, you know, counterparts and things of that sort, every other demographic. You know what I'm saying? So back to Fredo Santana. Fredo Santana said he had PTSD from living in the hood in Chicago and Chirac, right? O Block, all of these things, right? These different blocks, these different hoods and south side of Chicago. And why is there a Chirac? Why was there a Chirac? Why did that even exist? Why did all the hoods and everything exist? Because black people were placed in positions in particular communities and housing projects and all of these things because they weren't given as many opportunities to make money. And when you do that, you try to make money your own way, which is the streets, robbing, stealing, everything like that, gang culture and stuff, to get money boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally GMB, Mary. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. Woo woo. That's what it's all about. Kids just trying to get some money. Kids just trying to come up. John Hope Bryant said the reason why he focused so much on money and money became his thing because he seen mad people pass away in the hood growing up. And I believe John Hope Bryant's from LA, right? He said it was like his uncle, someone in the neighborhood and things of that sort. And he said all of this happened over arguments and things with money. So he said he's going to teach black people about money. So things like that wouldn't happen so often and so frequently. And he said if you could just change a little bit and teach us about money and how to get money and this and that, then like he feel like he's fulfilled his purpose on life for the black community and just here on earth. Shouts out to John Hope Bryant, by the way. So Fredo Santana had PTSD from the hood, grew up in the hood based off of, you know what I'm saying, kind of the way that America has kind of placed black Americans in, so many black Americans in, of being lower income and things of that sort. So he's born into a lower income situation against the odds. He makes it out. But did he really make it out if he's abusing all these drugs to deal with the PTSD and things of that sort? All of the drugs, he ends up going to the hospital for lean. And he said, I'm going to kick the cup for the sake of my health. And he still passes away eventually of kidney failure at like the age of like 27. I think Fredo Santana was like 27. And I think me and Fredo have the same birthday, I want to say. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Fredo Santana age. Nah, he passed away on my birthday. But how old was he? Fredo was 27. Yeah, Fredo was 27. So yeah, man. Just the same thing, bro. Like, bro didn't see 30 because of the conditions he grew up in. It was too much for him. Then the drugs were too much for him. So, it's interesting how all of that kind of. That's why when people say, "Oh, you got to make everything about race," if you look at it just from a basic logical ABC standpoint, everything does go back to race. So there it is, especially in the society of America and things of that nature. Rest in peace, speaking Knockerz, man. The Grammys.
Rashad, why you
anyway.
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad?
Yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.